Anyway, guys, let's move on from that one. We got to talk about something a little bit more exciting here. So, the Hot Toys Bane 2.0. Guys, I don't know if Kiko, you and I got to talk about this yet, but I am so excited. When I was going through this and I woke up and I saw, I think Riley sent it to me because that's just what Riley does. He breaks all the news. He's the Adam Schefter of collecting. He sends it to everyone and he's like, dude, I know you were excited about this. Here it is, right? So it's one of those where I was like, damn, Riley, you got me all excited right when I woke up. So I was really excited to see this Bane, and I didn't even really get to look at the photos too much until a little bit later in the morning. And then I saw the body. And I was like, oh my God, they really went all in for this one. They got a new silicone body. They got, that stand is what Catwoman has, but still pretty damn cool nonetheless. This is way better than the original. It's because I've had the original and it was like a small sort of jointed body and not quite as exciting as this.
He did not do shoulders on the original.
No, he did not. He skipped shoulder day. Absolutely. So, Usby, I want to start with you, bro. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Are you a big Dark Knight fan? Is this something you would consider picking up?
I love the Dark Knight, and earlier in the stream, about 6 minutes ago when I said I'm not a DC collector, I'm going to make myself out to be a hypocrite and say that I do have DX19, so maybe I'm just not a Zack Snyder DC collector, but yes, I do have DX19. I've wanted Bane for a long time. The figure was just not good. I mean, it was good as far as like the accessories you get and stuff like that, and I know they had a third-party one that had just come out, and I was considering to go with DX19 and to go with the Joker. But then, I saw this last night, and it's just holy stuff, man. Like, they knocked this one out of the park, especially the scenes that you could see, like, the scene of him fighting Batman and breaking his back, right there. They showed, comparisons between that and the movie, and it looks the same, man. So they did a really good job, like, with the Wonder Woman and that new body and this new body with this one has a metal skeleton. So I don't know if it's a repurposed Bison or truly custom, but man, they are definitely taking the next step forward for sure. I don't know if it's in art factor. Yeah, right there, that scene. But they are taking the next step forward with their figures. So I think this is phenomenal. This is they did a good job on this one, 100%. So I will be looking forward to this one without a doubt.
We also have to note the scars. I mean, if you look at the scar on the back of the neck, you can see it right there.
Yep.
This body is fully designed for Bane. Yep. I mean, this is someone put that pink guy meme. I remember that actually. But basically, Sean, this is something really exciting. I mean, you could see on the arms too, the head. Bane has scars on his head too. They got that on there. Like, they really went all out for this figure.
You know what? You know what this makes me excited for is that now that they have this and they are able to sculpt on the body, this makes me excited for a Drax 2.0. So I'm glad that they're going this route. I will definitely be picking this up because now this is a Bane figure that does a Bane that they portrayed in the movie justice. So dude, all in, love it.
The only knock you could put on this thing is the wrist peg. That's it, right? So that's really the short end of it or the long end of it. Like, that's really just the only knock you could really put on this figure because everything else looks amazing. This looks great, and I'm struggling so hard, USB, to not pre-order this because I'm just not really pre-ordering much right now. And man, this is like, I know I'm gonna get this, but I feel like I should just wait. But I also want to support this type of innovation because this is really great. And Hot Toys is putting a lot of effort into this figure, and you can tell, and it shows. And I feel like I want to support that. Like, I know it's a character I want. I love how it looks. And I just feel like, damn, they absolutely hit a home run on this one, man.
They really did. They really, really did.
Wait.
Lock that in. You can do it.
I think I need to. But Kiko, give me your hot take, bro.
Let's not forget there's several little tweaks to this that may go unnoticed, which I'm sure the biggest one that people are noticing is that you can get the purse system on this. You got eyes, which is fantastic. The current one, he's kind of looking up, the original one. And it's not a bad sculpt on that one, but this one's still superior in that you saw the photo of JC Hong painting it, and it just looks that good. The also thing I like about this is that you notice you get the the gloved hand comes with it as a separate hand. And so you don't have to worry about ripping apart I guess it's a gauntlet, a leather gauntlet, whatever you want to call that.
The gauntlet,
because when I got mine originally, that flaked immediately once I touched it. And,
really?
And I was like, oh shit. But that'll be good to know. So you can just plug that in. And I love that they featured the legs because the legs are one of the ones I hated the most on mine. And it looks great. He looks proportioned. He looks big. He looks beefy. And in the words of Bane himself, show me his body. That's what I'm looking for. And this is the body that I want. And it's awesome. And like you said, this is hopefully going to lay the groundwork for a lot of, even that coat wasn't a part of the original or whatever. That's really, really cool. And if the flexibility to where you can make him hold his vest, if that's real and that's not Photoshop magic and such, that is really, really cool, because essentially they've given you double jointed elbows in a Fison body. And so that's going to be really cool to see.
Yeah. And I got to say, Kiko, man, like you said, the movable eyes. The one thing that you notice is that separate jacket that he wore in the film, that one. So he doesn't wear that too long in the film, maybe a couple scenes here and there. They replaced the t-shirt with this, basically.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed that t-shirt a little bit, Kiko. That's maybe my one other criticism.
Black sweatshirt, you mean?
Yeah, the sweatshirt, because he wore that in the final fight with Batman.
Right.
It's kind of like, that's kind of an important accessory to kind of remove from. And I don't think it would have been expensive to include. So I know it was a pain in the ass to swap it on, though.
Correct.
Because if you're going to take this guy off, or, you're going to take him out of his vest, basically, and put that shirt on, maybe that Hot Toys was like, yeah, we don't really want people doing that with this new body. Maybe that's what it was.
And that may be part of it too.
Yeah.
But I mean, the proportions are so good. And I don't know if the Selena one has the water running underneath. Does it? Because that base has the water running underneath. They're like, it's the same base. Even if so, I mean, there is, the two sides where he walks out, so you can create the scene if you happen to have, a catwalk or something. But this is really cool. But and as far as the wrist goes, I mean, what else are you going to do? I mean, you have to be able to swap out hands. So what are you going to do? I don't know if there's a real good way.
It does have the water underneath for Catwoman.
Okay.
I can confirm based on Sideshow. But yeah, Kiko, I think the only other option would have been, well, I guess you couldn't, because I was going to say swappable arms, but he doesn't have swappable arms because he has a fully seamless body. So yeah, no way around it. Yeah, maybe because some people said maybe, like with She-Hulk where the wrist pegs were a little more hidden. I don't know if that was due to her being green.
Yeah.
Like
that, and I think hers go down a little farther as well.
Right.
Because I think she has wristbands on, if I recall. I forget though.
Yeah, I gotta check.
But yeah, I mean, this is flesh on flesh, and even just look at the forearm veins. I mean, that looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks really, really good, man. I don't think any of us can really complain about this. I think I'm gonna pre-order it. I think I'm gonna pre-order it. I normally don't pre-order, but it's so good. And to me, he's a tier 2 character. He's absolutely I love Bane. So he's just amazing. And I've been waiting for an updated Bane, and this is another one, Kiko. I know that you're gonna hate this because InArt is gonna make this eventually. I think so, and it's one of those. But it's kind of like, look, it can always get a little bit better, but this is already pretty damn good.
Yeah, and I don't know much better that you could get. As I said, when we were talking with InArt, they're trying to figure out the silicone body for the women and things like that. And if they go that route with this, I mean, what much more could you do other than a different outfit or something like that? And plus, we know the price point for this. And is there going to be any actual upgrade or increase to where it would justify another $150, $200? And I don't know. I really don't know if you could do that.
Right. And there's no rooted hair for this. So
correct.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, do you want to maybe do like the motorcycle outfit as well? I'm just trying to think of what else you can do. But then, I mean, clothing going to cost you $200.
Yeah, you could do real leather for the outfit, or maybe what you could do is, I don't know if it was like that way in the film, probably not, but maybe the mask has some die cast in it or something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. But would you really notice that on the shelf? That's kind of the question. So I don't know, but it looks pretty damn good. So to wrap this one up, you're getting this, right?
Yes.
And Kiko, you're getting this.
Anything from Dark Knight, I got. Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a pickup for all three of us. And Wonder Woman, we're all passing, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
There need to be one of us in the wreckage, brother.
Exactly. One of us in the wreckage. Yeah, pretty much. So we're all gonna get Bane, and we're all gonna pass on Wonder Woman so far. So